Sure if we even did an intro. So here's your intro. Recently, we were in Sevierville, Tennessee, right by Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg. And we had a free day, so we're figuring let's have an adventure day. What do we want to do? Well, there is so much to do in that area. It was kind of hard, except one place popped out at us. And that was the Anakeesta Mountaintop Theme Park. And even more so than that, what caught our eye is what they have in the evening. It's the Astra Lumina nighttime walk, and you walk through the forest. It's all lit up. It's magical. It's hard to describe. So anyways, we headed over to Gatlinburg to go to Anakeesta, and that's what this video is all about. Hang to the end, because that's when we do the Astra Lumina. And also in this video, we're going to give you just a few tips that we learned about parking and the trolley in Gatlinburg, because it is congested, especially on the weekend. So stick with us. We're going to go check out Anakeesta in Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
And that looked like it's really cool.
Stay tuned. We stayed at the Ridge Outdoor Resort in Sevierville, Tennessee, which is only about a 25-minute drive to Anakeesta in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. It was a lovely drive through the woods, but you really want to do your homework so you know where to park once you get to Gatlinburg, because it can be congested and full. And this is what it's like in Gatlinburg on a busy Sunday afternoon. So we kind of did not take our own advice. If you're going to go somewhere popular, you definitely want to do it early.
Well, we knew that, but guess what we were doing?
What were you doing, hon?
Editing a video.
Oh yeah, Mark was editing. I was socializing. There are several options, some of them free. We chose to park at the McCann Parkway Municipal Parking Garage, which was only $10 for the whole day. Here's a pro tip on one of the valuable things I think when looking for parking. Go to gatlinburgtn.gov and check on parking information. Here you can read about renovations they're doing, but also all the municipal parking lots that provide 1,121 parking spaces throughout the city. But this is the gem of this pro tip. You can also see the live parking information. Notice the price also. On this day, October 15th at 10 a.m., there were 185 spots available at the aquarium parking garage. But on Sunday, October 1st at about 12:30, there was only one. Now, on that October 1st Sunday, we wanted to park at the McCann Parkway parking lot, and there were 100 spots available. Thank goodness this is the garage we wanted, because it's only a 2-minute walk to Anakeesta. They also have a sign with the availability at the parking garage. This is a pro tip on parking. So when I looked a couple hours earlier, it was like about 100. It's down to 32 right now. And we were so lucky to end up on the first level, second row in, because some guy just started backing out.
This is the city lots. There's two city lots. Mm-hmm. One's called the aquarium something lot, and it's pretty close actually to this one, but this one has more availability.
Yes.
And it's only $10 for the entire day, whereas the other ones are $20 for the entire day.
Yeah.
So that's how you can afford a Dutch Star. Watch your pennies.
That's right. Watch where you park. It's all pretty walkable, huh?
Yeah, I don't know where we go though.
Let's go this way. So we left the parking structure, and you can see here is a trolley stop. The smart way to go. Can get all up and down Gatlinburg. Wow, look at this. And avoid this craziness. Get on the trolley.
And the trolley, as unbelievable as it sounds,
the trolley is actually free and an easy way to get around Gatlinburg. And if we were doing more than Anakeesta today, we would have hopped on the trolley. What a deal. Who wouldn't do it that way? There are many trolley maps out there, but this one at gatlinburgmasstransit.org is really nice because it shows the color routes, and all the red dots are the stops. The cool thing about it is it's live, and it shows where the trolleys are located and their estimated time of arrival. How cool is that? In 2019, Anakeesta started their largest expansion since opening in 2017 and embarked on a $34 million multi-phased expansion project, which is still underway.
Come on, honey, let's beat the line. If you go up that ladder, you just snag one of the hoops that are going by.
Admission is good for all-day access, so visit early in the day and return later if you choose. Included in all-day general admission passes is the unlimited Gondola or Ridge Rambler ride to the top. So we're obviously doing the chairs. It's a beautiful day outdoors.
And the cabins, they're like one every 8 lift position, so you're going to be waiting a lot longer than that. Pro tip we already learned, this is super sunny here on a nice day. Bring suntan lotion because we had to buy one when we were here. And how much was it, $100?
$20.
You're kidding. I was trying to be funny.
You can ride the chairlift to the top of the mountain or the enclosed 6-person gondolas that allows you to take a wheelchair or a stroller to the top. There are only 8 of these gondolas though, so it may be a wait. So we're kind of at a standstill right now, but when I looked online, they actually did give you time on waiting. So for these cars, the chairs, there was no waiting. If you wanted to get in one of the cars, the gondola cars, it actually was a 30-minute wait. So that's a pro tip. If you can handle the heights and your feet just hanging.
Right.
It's a little nerve-wracking.
Well,
but
and the cars take a while to load because, sometimes it's strollers, sometimes it's kids,
older
sometimes
people.
it's somebody in a wheelchair, somebody in a walker.
Yeah.
So, just by virtue of what's happening, it takes a while. I noticed that the cars were kind of bunched up in one area, so they must grab 2 or 3 red cars and really whack away at them during the downtime here.
Yeah, really. Looking straight ahead, there really aren't. I don't see any red cars out there. 2 red cars went behind us.
Yeah.
The ride up takes about 10 to 15 minutes, and you can choose to ride in the open 4-person chairlift, the Gondola, or ride the enclosed 6-person gondola cabin. Or, if that's just not your preference, you can ride a Ridge Rambler open-air truck and take the scenic route to and from the Anakeesta Village. Which brings me to the Anakeesta Theme Park app for your phone. It's awesome. From here, you can see the ride and attraction status. You see, at this time on this day, the chairlifts had a 20-minute wait. On busy days, it can be twice as long. And the Ridge Rambler was 30-minute wait. Also notice the ticket office was 45 minutes. This is another pro tip. Buy your tickets online before you come. It looks like we are coming to the end. There you go. We made it. All right. Ready?
Go ahead, guys. Take off. Run.
We did it. Good one, Mark. All right. We're at the top of the world.
All right. Jim's all about being honest.
Yeah.
I was terrified on that.
Were you?
Yeah.
That's my job.
I know. Don't ask me why. It was like a little bit too swingy, a little bit too narrow in the seat, a little bit too tilted forward. Maybe I had a little bit too much lunch in me, tipping me forward. But there was some lady on the internet that said, "Oh, I was terrified." And I'm like, come on. And I'm thinking, I hope Sue isn't afraid. Well, guess what? The Chan Man was terrified. The Chan Man is not taking that down. I'm going to either take the red gondola or I'm taking the Rambler.
No.
Yeah. Or we're going to go separate.
I think we're going separately. I can't believe he was afraid. That's my job with heights. Aww. During Anakeesta's Bear-Varian Fall Festival, which runs from September 9th through October 31st this year, 2023, visitors can enjoy Halloween-themed decor throughout the park, which you'll see coming up. During this time, you can sample drink specials from several local and regional craft breweries. We're in the Firefly Village. We're going to check out the catching fireflies. There's some kind of bear something over there. Anyway. A lot of little shops up here too, so we're gonna go check some of them out.
Everything is like brand new and real clean and real high tech.
Oh,
really nice.
How was the restroom, honey?
It was excellent.
Good. Excellent restroom too. Alright, if I had a home, I would get that. Just to set out, maybe organize, fill it up. Bear essentials. Thinking it's about bears. I'll let Mark take care of that. I'm gonna take in the view. Oh.
Monorail.
Oh.
Actually, the first turn isn't bad. It's the next turn. Yeah, I watched the video.
Let's see if you can do it. Alright, the question is, will Mark do the real ride or not? You look like you're having a hard time getting in there.
Hey! Go. Go. Slow. Slow. Go. So look at how it's designed. You want to lean back, but unless you lean forward, you can't go. And unless it isn't momentary, I think it is.
At least you can lean back to slow, because that's when you want to slow.
Well, I'd have to ride it like this. I'd be like this.
We'll see.
Okay, now I gotta see if I can get up.
Gotcha. Oh my god. Alright, this is on camera. Oh, come on, you can do it. Yeah.
Alright. I actually work here. I'm trying to show everybody how hard it is to get out.
Alright, what's Mark up to? Oh yeah. Get the mist. Oh god. There you go. Okay, we're gonna do ice cream. So many choices, hard to pick. Mark says he's getting a 2-scoop.
This is our first date. I'm buying, honey.
It is not. You're such a liar. Peachy peach. Oh. All right, we found a nice place by the bar, shaded, to enjoy our ice cream.
Look at that. That's our scenery.
Oh,
My God.
nice. All right, we're still not believing this is our life.
Look at how beautiful this is.
I know.
And believe this, I was terrified on that thing. I'm not going back down on it.
Mark, he's going back down. Wow. It's all downhill from here, you know. It's not as bad.
Here at Anakeesta. We've got food, we've got drinks, we've got entertainment, we've got music. But there is one audience to play a game with me. Anyone? Don't everyone jump at once. Watch your step as you come up on the stage.
Ready to relax? We've got chairs over here. Ooh, something smells good here.
Just based on smell-o-rama, this is where we're eating tonight.
The view is good too.
Yeah.
So this is nice for those cool days, cool evenings. It looks like they've got fire pits all over the place.
Rambler when I leave.
This is it?
Yeah.
We came across this exhibit by photographer Jeremy Cowart. This is interesting. Have you been reading this? That documented images of the 2016 Smoky Mountains wildfires, which impacted both Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. The fire caused $500 million in damages and left 14 dead, and it destroyed over 2,000 homes and businesses. Jeremy photographed families on a white mattress contrasted by the dark rubble of their destroyed homes. I read that Jeremy published their stories on his Instagram feed and urged his followers to donate to the pages set up for the families. It was a very moving exhibit. As we entered the Vista Gardens, you can see the Anavista Observation Tower, which is downtown Gatlinburg's highest point. But first, let's take a walk through the gardens.
So in my previous life, I worked for a nuclear crane company, and I always had the reputation of designing stuff a little bit too strong. If I was designing a flower, that's how I do it. Nice flat welded pedestals to a nice 4-inch steel tube.
Maybe they'd hire you here.
Well, I'm really enjoying it here, but I have to tell you, to be honest, that I kind of got hoodwinked, because this is actually like a botanical garden.
Yay.
And that's why Sue's loving it so much. And to me, it's kind of like a structure and mechanical engineering and high-tech wonderland too. So it kind of feeds both souls at the same time.
Got that right.
Right, and the oatmeal ice cream was just a bonus.
Peachy peach. I love this quote by Vincent van Gogh. Normality is a paved road. It's comfortable to walk, but no flowers grow. I love that. I think Mark and I have grown a lot of flowers. And if you check the Anakeesta website, you're going to see there are plenty of places to dine and shop, and the watering can actually has both. Ready to tackle the tower?
Yeah, I thought maybe they had an admission, but I think the prize is getting up to the top without having a heart attack, and that's why they don't charge you. So let's get going.
Anavista Tower opened in 2020 and is 60 feet tall, but up on the mountain, it's the highest point in downtown Gatlinburg.
See, we worked our way up. That's where we came up, the terrifying, death-defying ski jump thing. And then we've been just working our way through these buildings, and now we're working up the tower here.
Not at the top yet, keep going. I'm surprised you're standing on this glass wall.
Well, I did it on purpose so you could ask me that, so I wouldn't look like such a wimp on the episode.
Trying to redeem yourself.
I mean, this is because I trust the engineering.
Like I mentioned before, this tower is 60 feet tall, but because of its placement, it is the highest point in downtown Gatlinburg and offers a 360-degree view of the area. Anakeesta literally means the place of high ground in the Cherokee language. What a perfect name for this theme park. Right, now we're descending. This actually, oh, I should have mapped my walk. I did not. Dang. Probably put on at least 6 miles so far. You survived. This is it. You made it.
Would have been down sooner, but like usual, I had to go back up and get Sue and bring her back down.
There are a number of things for kids to do here also, like this TreeVenture Challenge course.
I, of course, would have went, but somebody had to stay back and do the video.
And as you can see, I was holding up the experts of this challenge.
How was it?
You know, it was more challenging than I thought it would be.
How would the old Chan man have done?
No, not good. Especially on that barrel. No way you couldn't have done it.
Come on.
No,
What a barrel would have been easy.
No, it was fun, but it was challenging. Yeah, this is where Mark would have lost it. They wiggle, they're too far apart, lower level. Well, there's the slide. Another fun thing for kids to do is to do a little mining at Anakeesta. They offer you different levels for finding your treasure. You got pay dirt, lucky strike, or the mother lode. Right, so they are still growing. They've got the bird adventure, the hellbender we just kind of saw as they're building, but there's also a bird adventure. Isn't that whimsical? I love stuff like this. Looks like slides and all kinds of things they're going to have here.
Wow.
Treetop Skywalk. I think this is more safe for Mark. Oh, I'm loving this. Down in nature. Oh, wow. Look at that. So Mark is saying if we're going for a walk in the forest, this is how he wants it.
Right, and I want the music too, you know, and I want the cones, and, you know, it's nice to have a restroom every once in a while. The Treetop Skywalk is a series of interconnected bridges that soar high above the city. It has 14 bridge skywalks that go from tree to tree.
Whoa. And is the longest tree-based bridge in North America. It has 880 feet of amazing hanging bridges that suspend 50 to 60 feet in the air. The skywalk is lit up at night, and from photos I've seen, it looks enchanted. We weren't able to see it this night because we did the Astra Lumina after dark. I notice you're a bouncer when you walk.
Yeah. Well, you know why? It reminds me way back in the day when I was 21 years old and I worked at a couple of bars in the town I lived in.
You were a bouncer, Brian. He's a mechanical engineer. He just can't help himself. Is that Chan Man approved?
I couldn't tell.
Sometimes you just gotta stop and look around, too. I waited till you were off so I could walk without a bounce, see what it felt like. Feel steady. Oh, somebody's behind me, I can tell. Yep.
It's called camera squared, honey.
Woo! Gotcha. No jumping.
I'll tell you one thing, I'm glad we got the sign here, otherwise I would be running.
Right. It's because you're the runner. Right, looks like we're coming to the end. I have to say that actually was a workout, especially when you had other people on the bridge, because you're just bouncing, trying to keep your balance, and you're constantly going down and up. Whew, and I'm a little out of breath even now coming up. So it's a workout. It was fun. It was so cool to be deep into the woods, though, on nothing but a rope bridge. Very cool. Yowza. Ready for the zip line, mister?
You know, I'm really glad I paid for the oxygen tank option.
You wish. And if you're up for it, the zip line is right here. There are so many choices for eating, and we decided to go back to the cliff top. So we're hoping to get outdoors, but it's not a real big patio, and it's actually pretty sunny. So we're opting for indoor by the window and some air conditioning. So actually we are sitting outside. We found a nice little shaded table right in the corner. Nice view, mister.
Thanks, I personally picked it up.
Starting with cocktails.
Decided to eat healthier and only be a vegetarian. This bacon that's on here, when the camera gets switched off, I'm going to pull it out, throw it over the rail.
Yeah, we need some hot sauce. Erica ordered some coffee with lots of cream. You got it.
Yeah, it's only 8. That's 2 cups worth.
So our evening is sort of coming to an end. We just finished eating a great meal, and Mark found the perfect place to wait until we get to go in to see the Astra Lumina. You look like you have something to say.
Well, and actually, I look at it as the reverse. I mean, this place has been fantastic, and you'll see that in the video that Sue will put together. But I viewed this as the beginning. This was the showstopper that I wanted to see. And so far, just the walking around here and loitering around has just turned out to be so wonderful, so relaxing. This place has really got the formula figured out to make a place that is fun for kids and relaxing for adults. It's perfect here. And you can spend the whole day here. It's not like you spend 2 hours here and take off. What time do we get here, honey? 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
Yeah, and our tickets for Astra Lumina start at 8 p.m. And now back to reading IRV2 on my little box.
Oh. And the time has come for us to head over to the Astra Lumina. You can see it's starting to light up other things besides that. It's getting dark and we're ready to roll, right? Got the tickets?
Well, it's so dark I can't see it. Astra Lumina.
Lumina.
Not Illumina.
Okay, Astra Lumina.
Yes.
All right, let's do it. There are some areas in Anakeesta that are not accessible by wheelchair or stroller, such as the Vista Gardens, Treetop Skywalk, and the Astra Lumina. You're supposed to do this when you leave. Astra Lumina is approximately 1 mile long with uneven terrain, so it's not wheelchair accessible, and the gentle sloping trail winds through a natural forest path, which is pretty cool all by itself, but wait for the lights. And our first experience is Astra Archway. Astra Lumina opened in October 2022 and was part of the Anakeesta's first phase expansion. It's in partnership with Moment Factory, an award-winning multimedia entertainment studio headquartered in Canada. And with this enchanted nighttime walk through the Smoky Mountain Forest, we experienced illuminating encounters of lighting, projection technologies, and sound to create a multi-sensory experience. Now, the music you're hearing now is from Artlist and not the actual music you would hear on this walk. It's a copyright thing. But the music you'll hear at Astra Lumina is perfect and really sets the mood. Astra Lumina at Anakeesta is the 15th experience in the Lumina Enchanted Night Walk series by the Moment Factory, and the very first in the United States. Astra Lumina Los Angeles is the 17th in this series. This was the most magical sensory experience we've ever had. All right, so there's actually more going on out here, but everybody's being turned back because they said they saw some bears, so we too will turn back. All right, moving on. Mama bear and baby bears are out of the way. So we're on to the next. You really do need to check this out, and it is well worth the extra add-on cost to get through the nighttime walk. Really, the reason we ended up at Anakeesta Theme Park is because we heard of Astra Lumina. Just like always, the videos, the photographs just don't really give you a true sense of how it was. Check it out when you're in Gatlinburg. Don't forget that photo booth.
Right, take a picture of me.
We are now at the end of our visit at Anakeesta, and we just did Astra Lumina. Astra Lumina. What do you think, Mark?
It was unbelievably amazing. Now, call me a sap, call me romantic,
You are.
but the music was wonderful. I was appreciative for the weather, for the person I'm with, for the ability to be here. Everything, the pricing was fair. We got here at 2 o'clock. It's now
9 o'clock.
9:15.
Yes, about 9:15. Yeah, yeah. So Mark was feeling all lovey and romantic. Look what these fancy lights can do for a guy.
I know.
I know. It's pretty cool.
I know.
No, but it was outstanding, as you saw from the video that we just showed you. And that's the main reason we came up here. We heard of this. It's like, oh, we got to go. Then we heard, oh, wow, you get this ski lift that takes you up, and they've got these rope bridges. So we thought, this is pretty cool.
Well, this whole area is geared towards families, but you get to the point where if it's too much for kids and not enough for the family, it might wear out its welcome on people. And I'm here to tell you that this was very adult orientated. If you chose it to be that way and you just selected where you walked and what you did and where you went to eat. But the reverse could happen because there was plenty here for kids.
A lot for kids, yes, a lot for kids. This was a fantastic adventure today, and we highly recommend if you're in the Pigeon Forge, Gatlin area.
Right, highly
Tennessee,
recommend.
Gotta go, gotta come up to
They didn't pay for it for us. We actually had to pay for it ourselves. So
we do that. We do that. So yeah, so admission to the park was separate from the Astra Lumina. So you pay extra to get the light show.
Yeah, and it was
But as
worth
you saw, it was totally worth it.
It was $14.95 for that. It was we spent an hour and a half in there. Yeah. And it was magical.
It could have been faster. So we did have a moment that we were going down. We're like going downstream. All of a sudden, all these people are coming upstream. I mean, a crowd. We're like, what's going on? And the people, security that work here, said that they found or saw mama and 2 baby bears. So they're clearing the area, letting them make their way through. So we made the best of it. We ended up waiting in the twinkle area, and you could see Mark was totally immersed in light.
Yeah, yeah. And they're very efficient here at getting rid of the bodies. You know? I mean, we didn't even see them. You know, I mean, right?
He's joking. We all know he's joking. All right.
So like Sue says, oh, he's joking. Look at all of the graves from the people that got caught on that trail when there were bears.
We were going to split on our way down. I was going to take the gondola and Mark was going to take the truck because he got afraid coming up, which is usually my thing. But we were just told it's after 9 o'clock and the gondola ski lift thing closes at 9. So we're both taking, what is it, the Rambler, the Ridge Rambler. So that's how we're getting down. And like always, I'd like to thank you guys for joining us on another adventure day. And don't forget to subscribe. Hey, leave a comment. Even give us a thumbs up. We love hearing from all of you. Thanks for joining us. Until we see you next time, safe travels.